Everyone's arguing about which frontier model is the smartest. I went the other way. I took one of the cheapest serious models on the market and handed it a real industrial brand. Now you may have heard of Claude design. Well, there's a new alternative in town. The model is MiniMax-M3. The tool is OpenDesign. The job? Turn a company's website into a full brand design system, then market with it. A blog post, a LinkedIn graphic, the works. And the whole thing cost me less than the coffee I'm drinking. In this video, I'll show you exactly how I built it, step by step, then score it honestly on 5 things, so you know if cheap actually means good enough. Let's get into it. If you're new here, I build, use, and evaluate AI stacks on real-world work. No hype, no affiliate bait, just whether the thing actually delivers. Today's stack is MiniMax, the model a lot of people sleep on because it's so cheap. I'm going to put it through real B2B marketing and then rate it on 5 things. Intelligence, automation, UI, and UX. How easy it is to set up, and cost. By the end, you'll know exactly when this is the smart money and when it isn't. Here's the whole setup, and it's almost suspiciously simple. The harness is a tool called OpenDesign. It doesn't run its own model. Instead, it lets me point it at a coding agent I already have, like OpenCode, and then choose the brain behind it. I filter the model list down to Minimax, pick MiniMax-M3 over OpenRouter, and that's it. No framework, no server. The goal is one fixed job, the same job I put every stack through. Take a real industrial company, Bossard, and turn its website into a proper brand design system, then use that system to produce a blog post and a LinkedIn infographic. Same brief, every time. Let me show you how it builds. Here's the idea that makes this whole thing work. Before you generate a single asset, you build one thing first, a design system. Think of it as your brand's DNA. Your colors, your fonts, your spacing, your components, your voice, all defined in one place. Get that right, and everything you make afterwards comes out consistent, automatically. So MiniMax doesn't just dive in and start designing. It plans before it builds. Then comes the part I genuinely liked. Instead of making me write a wall of instructions, OpenDesign pops a short intake form. What should the system look like? Who's going to use it? How deep should it go? Any constraints? A few clicks, and it auto-continues when the timer runs out. I point it straight at the Bossard website and let it go. This is the UX doing the heavy lifting. I'm describing the outcome, not micromanaging the model. Now, MiniMax fetches the actual Bossard website and reverse engineers the brand from it. The typography scale, the hierarchy, the spacing, the real product language. Smart factory, joint academy, proper industrial vocabulary, not lorem ipsum. And here's the bit that earned some trust. It runs its own quality pass against the brand, checking for regressions and what it literally calls slop, and it reports them all passing. A cheap model that grades its own homework before handing it over. Now I promised you the real experience, so here's where it wobbled. It saved the project files to the wrong level. They landed in the wrong folder, and the relative links between them were at risk of breaking. This is exactly the kind of plumbing a cheaper model tends to fumble. But watch what it actually does about it. It doesn't pretend everything's fine. It stops, it lays out what went wrong, and it tells me my options going forward. Then I just tell it to continue the unfinished tasks, and it picks up cleanly. Not flawless, but honest and recoverable. That mess sorted, here's what it actually produced. This is the Bossard Design System version 1. Color tokens, typography, spacing, buttons, inputs, cards, navigation, iconography, voice, and copy. A real navigable brand system pulled out of a website in one run. This is the asset everything else gets built from. So I put it to work. I ask it to write a blog post, and crucially, it reads its own design tokens and pulls a real Bossard post for tone. So the writing and the look both stay on brand instead of drifting into generic AI voice. And out comes a clean, formatted article. Sustainable procurement, key benefits, a proper call to action styled in the system it just built. From website to publish-ready post, same brand, same run. Then the LinkedIn infographic, handed off to its own ad creative sub-agent. 30% waste reduction, 25% lower carbon, 2 times procurement speed. The strongest stats from the article dropped into a branded card that matches everything else. One design system, 3 different assets, all consistent. And this, for me, is the whole point of the stack. It's not any single asset. It's that they all came out of one reusable design system, and the tool remembers it. Build the brand once, and the blog, the graphic, the next 10 assets all inherit it automatically. That's the unlock. Most cheap setups give you one-off outputs you have to keep re-steering. This gave me a system. So, how does it score? Cost, 9 out of 10. Let's start where this stack actually wins. The entire job, pulling the site, building the design system, writing the blog, generating the infographic, ran for a handful of cents. Not dollars, cents. If your bottleneck is budget, or you're producing at volume, this completely changes the maths. This is the reason to care about MiniMax. Ease of setup, a perfect 10. This is about as frictionless as it gets. You download it, you install it, you connect a model, and you're building. No framework to wire up, no server to stand up, no keys buried in config files. If you can install an app, you can run this. UI and UX. 8 out of 10. On the surface, it's lovely. The 30-second intake form, the live preview next to the code, the design system picker. Anyone can get started. But there's real depth here too, a lot of features and options, and that comes with a learning curve. Easy to begin, takes a bit to master. When things broke, it's still communicated clearly instead of going silent, so you feel guided, not stranded. Intelligence, 7 out of 10. And let me clear up a common assumption right here. MiniMax-M3 is cheap to run, but it is not a budget brain. On raw reasoning, it's genuinely close to the frontier models. So why not hire? It isn't the model, it's the harness. OpenDesign is brilliant on the design side, the system, the layout, the tokens. But it's more limited when it comes to the actual written content. The intelligence is there. It's the polish on the output that the tool still needs to catch up on. Automation, 6 out of 10. And this is where I want to be careful, because it cuts both ways. Inside a single job, it's great. It planned its own work, chained 3 deliverables, even spun up a sub-agent for the creative. But this is a builder, not a scheduler. It will not stand up an automated posting pipeline for you, the kind of thing that publishes on its own every morning. It makes the assets brilliantly. It just doesn't ship them on a loop. Know which of those you actually need. So who is this really for? If you're a solo founder, a lean marketing team, or an agency producing on-brand assets at volume, and what's killing you is cost, MiniMax through a tool like OpenDesign is genuinely the smart money. You get a reusable brand system and consistent output for pennies, and that trade is hard to argue with. But if you need elite, fully polished content straight out of the box, or your brand can't tolerate a harness that's still early and occasionally fumbles the plumbing, this isn't the one just yet. Choose MiniMax when good, fast, and absurdly cheap beats perfect. Not when perfect is the only acceptable answer. That's one of the cheapest serious models on the market, running real B2B marketing, built, tested, and evaluated. If this saved you some trial and error, do me a favor and subscribe. I put a different AI stack through the same real job every episode, so you can pick the right one without gambling your time. I'll see you in the next one.